Have you ever just looked at a company or a leader and wondered, how do they do it? How are they so much more influential than everyone else? Well, it turns out it's not just about what they do, it's about why they do it. Today, we're jumping into Simon Sinek's incredible book, Start With Why, to figure out the secret sauce to inspiring real action.
Right out of the gate, Sinek hits us with this total game changer. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Just think about a company like Apple. You're not just buying a computer, right? You're buying into their whole ethos of challenging the status quo. It's an idea that pretty much flips everything we thought we knew about business right on its head.
Okay, so what does buying the why really mean in practice? I mean, how does that actually work, and what makes it so powerful? Let's pull back the curtain and really unpack the system behind this whole idea.
To really get what Sinek is talking about, you first have to look at how most organizations try to get our attention. Usually, they lean on what he calls manipulations. You know, sales, promotions, that kind of thing. But as we're about to see, that whole approach has a massive flaw.
So here's the breakdown. On one side, you've got manipulation. We're talking price drops, those limited time only deals, maybe a little bit of fear or peer pressure. And yeah, that stuff might get a transaction. It might make you buy something once, but it doesn't build loyalty. Now on the other side, you've got inspiration. This is totally different. This is about connecting with people on a deeper level, appealing to their core beliefs, and that is what creates a real lasting bond. It's what turns a customer into a true believer.
All right, so how do we actually do that? How do you go from those short-term tricks to genuine long-term inspiration? Well, Sinek gives us a brilliant and simple roadmap for it. He calls it the golden circle.
And listen, this is where it all clicks. See, most of us and most companies communicate from the outside in. We start with what we do. We make great computers. Then maybe we'll get to how we do it. They're beautifully designed and simple to use, but very few ever get to why. Inspiring leaders in organizations, they do the complete opposite. They think, act, and communicate from the inside out.
So let's break this circle down, starting on the outside. You've got the what. This is the easy one. It's the products you sell, the services you provide. Every single company on the planet knows what they do. That's a given.
Now we move one layer in to the how. These are the things that make you special or different, your unique process, your secret sauce. Some companies know their how. Not all of them, but some of them have a handle on this.
And then, right at the very center, you have the why. Now, this is not about making a profit. That's just a result. The why is your purpose, your cause, your core belief. It's the fundamental reason you get out of bed in the morning. And here's the kicker. Very, very few people or organizations can clearly articulate why they do what they do.
Now this is where things get really, really cool. The golden circle isn't just some clever marketing concept Sinek came up with. It turns out it's literally rooted in our biology. It's hardwired into the human brain.
Check this out. The model lines up perfectly with how our brains are actually built. The what level corresponds to our neocortex. That's the part of your brain responsible for all your rational, analytical thought and language. But the why and the how, they speak directly to your limbic brain, which is where all of your feelings, like trust and loyalty, come from. It's also where all your decision-making happens. It's basically your gut. And that is the absolute key. Our limbic brain drives our behavior. It's where those gut feelings that just feel right come from. So when a company starts with why, they're bypassing the analytical part of our brain and talking directly to the part that makes decisions. The what, the rational stuff, that just helps us verbalize and justify the decisions our gut has already made.
Okay, so starting with why works on an individual level, but how do you scale that up? How does a powerful why go from a small idea to a massive movement? Well, for that, we need to look at a little sociology.
Sinek brings in this classic theory called the law of diffusion of innovation. You've seen this in action. Just think about how something like the smartphone went from being a niche gadget for tech nerds to something literally everyone has in their pocket. This theory breaks down exactly how that happens.
See, the population isn't just one big blob. It's broken up into these different segments. You've got your innovators on one end, the die-hard risk-takers. And on the far other end, you've got your laggards, the total skeptics. To get to the mainstream, that big, huge chunk in the middle, you have to win over the right people first.
And right here, this is the magic number. This is the tipping point. You cannot reach the mass market until you capture this first 15 to 18%, your innovators and early adopters. And here's why they're so important. These are the people who buy things because of why you do it, not just what you do. They believe what you believe. And once you get them on board, they become your most passionate advocates, spreading the word for you.
So, this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually apply it? If your why is supposed to be your North Star, how do you make sure all of your actions, all of your decisions line up with it? Sinek offers this super simple but really powerful tool he calls the Celery test.
It's a great metaphor. Let's say your why is to live a healthy life. You're at the supermarket and you get advice to buy cookies and advice to buy celery. Well, which one fits your why? It's a no-brainer, right? You buy the celery. The Celery test is all about using your why as a filter for every single decision you make. It ensures that every what you produce is tangible proof of what you actually believe.
You know, when you pull it all together, this framework leads to a much bigger, more profound idea about what we're all really chasing. It's not just about building a company, it's about finding real, lasting fulfillment.
And this is where Sinek makes this brilliant distinction between achievement and success. See, achievement is a what. It's hitting a target, climbing a specific mountain, it's something you reach. But success is a why. It's that feeling of knowing you're climbing the right mountain for you. You can rack up a ton of achievements in your life and still feel completely empty if you have no idea why you were climbing in the first place.
So, what's the big takeaway for anyone in a leadership role? It's that leadership is not about your rank or your title. It's a choice. And the primary job of a leader is to be the guardian of the why, to protect it and to shout it from the rooftops. When you do that consistently, you start to attract people, employees, partners, customers who believe what you believe. And that's when incredible things start to happen.
And so this whole journey brings us back to one simple but incredibly powerful challenge. We all know what we do, and some of us even know how we do it. But the one question that has the power to change everything is this: do you know your why?